Parliament, and we'll continue to track this meeting as well. And Minister Smriti Irani is currently addressing the Parliament. That's Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Parliament. Listen in.
मिशन पोषण 2 से कितनी बालिकाएं, महिलाएं एवं प्रेग्नेंट वुमेन को ग्रामीण महिलाओं को जीने की आवश्यकता को पूरा किया गया है तथा डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल हब या सेंटर्स द्वारा नारी अदालत क्या रोल निभा रहा है, जबकि पूरे देश में 22.9% महिलाएं कुपोषण की शिकार हैं।
माननीय सांसद ने प्रश्न है महिला सशक्तिकरण, सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप और मिशन शक्ति महिला शक्ति केंद्र का, किंतु साथ ही सवाल पूछा है नारी अदालत के संदर्भ में और पोषण 2 के संदर्भ में। पोषण 2 हाल ही में बजट में प्रनाउंस हुआ है, जिसके अंतर्गत बिहार में और राष्ट्र भर में हर जिले में हर आंगनबाड़ी के माध्यम से हर गर्भवती, लैक्टेटिंग और महिला और साथ ही बच्चों के न्यूट्रिशनल सपोर्ट की व्यवस्था की गई है, जिसमें माननीय सांसद के क्षेत्र की हर बहन उसके लिए लाभार्थी बनी है, चिन्हित हुई है। माननीय महोदय अध्यक्ष जी, आपके दिशा निर्देश के अनुसार दिशा की मीटिंग में विशेष सभी सांसदों से आग्रह किया गया है कि वो अपने क्षेत्र में पोषण अभियान के अंतर्गत किस प्रकार से कार्य कर रहे हैं उसकी समीक्षा कर सकते हैं। अगर कोई चुनौती है और समाधान है तो उनको भारत सरकार की मदद की अथवा किसी और सहयोग की जरूरत है, वो सहयोग।
All right, so amid the sloganeering, amid the hangama that you can hear in the background, likely of the opposition members of Parliament, that is Smriti Irani, now the Women and Child Development Minister. She is addressing the Lok Sabha and she is referring, as it appears, to the malnourishment among children, specifically between the infancy age of about 6 months and 6 years. There have been different references to that in the past. It appears that Smriti Irani is now addressing that issue. But let's get a perspective on that, because National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastava is joining me on that. Rahul, amid the hangama, of course, that continues on Pegasus, on snooping, Smriti Irani speaking, it appears, on an important issue. But is the Parliament even going to run longer than perhaps half an hour?
इन गाइडलाइंस का पालन नहीं कर रही है, और अगर ये गाइडलाइंस का पालन राज्य सरकार नहीं कर रही है।
Pooja, it seems that it has become a regular feature of every Parliament session over the last couple of years that it starts with a continuous days of disruption, with initially no business being conducted, then despite commotion, business being conducted, and then the government reaching out. What is very sad to see is that there has been, prior to the session, there has been no coming together of both the government and the opposition as far as peace in the House is concerned and the business to be transacted. Now, the opposition has been demanding for a certain while, since the session started, that the Pegasus issue should be discussed, and snooping is a serious business. And from there, despite that, there has been virtually no communication from the government. It is ready. While there were uproarious scenes in the Lok Sabha speaker spoke about it, that this is not perhaps the most right form of decorum as far as a parliamentary functioning is concerned. There has been very little impact. In Rajya Sabha, there has been meeting by the government and the opposition, but no ice has been broken. One has to really wait and see, because the manner in which it is proceeding, it seems the opposition senses there is an opportunity to corner the government, and it does not want to let go, while the government wants to run the House on its own terms.
Rahul, stay on with me, because we also do not want to take the focus away from what important issues are being mentioned here by the ministers as well. Remember, many bills are up for discussion and passage. Smriti Irani is talking about, as a Women and Child Development Minister, on malnourishment of children, as it appears. Let's listen in.
ताकि हम वो विषय उस संबंधित राज्य सरकार के साथ उठा सकें।
हो गया श्री जगदम्बिका पाल जी, माननीय मंत्री जी ने काफी विस्तार से अपने मंत्रालय के बारे में दिया है, और मुझे खुशी है कि हमारी सरकार ने इस मिशन शक्ति केंद्र के माध्यम से 20 लाख तक के कोलेटरल लोन्स महिलाओं को एम्पावर्ड करने के लिए किया है, और करीब 66 लाख जो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप हैं उनके लिए भी 7 करोड़ महिलाएं लाभान्वित हुई हैं। निश्चित तौर से मैं सबसे पहले अपने इस कदम के लिए अपने केंद्र सरकार को बधाई देता हूं। और जो एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट है पोषण 2 के बारे में भी दिशा की बात कही, वो हम लोग करेंगे। लेकिन मैं माननीय मंत्री जी को आपके माध्यम से जानना चाहता हूँ कि उत्तर प्रदेश में 8 एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट हैं और वो 8 एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जो इस तरीके से महिला मिशन शक्ति केंद्र अब स्थापित हुए हैं उसमें 8-8 ब्लॉक में, उसमें सिद्धार्थनगर भी है, बलरामपुर है, बहराइच है, श्रावस्ती है। तो इन केंद्रों के पोषण 2 के साथ और इनमें कौन से कदम उठाए गए हैं और कितना, इसमें मैं आपके माध्यम से जानना चाहता हूँ।
माननीय महोदय ने जो प्रश्न किया है स्पीकर साहब, इसमें इन्होंने जानकारी मांगी है निश्चित रूप से लिमिटेड एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट की, और महिला शक्ति केंद्र की स्कीम को डिसकंटिन्यू करने के पीछे एक कारण ये भी था कि इसकी एक लिमिटेशन थी ज्योग्राफिकल। हमारा ये संकल्प है कि महिला को आर्थिक रूप से सशक्त करने के लिए भारत सरकार देश के हर जिले में अपना कार्यक्रम चलाए। उसके लिए मिशन शक्ति के अंतर्गत हम हर जिले के प्रशासन को जो हैंड्स ऑन डेक चाहिए, चाहे वो टेक्निकल लोग हो, चाहे वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव रिसोर्सेज हो, ये सारे रिसोर्सेज उपलब्ध कराने की मंशा रखते हैं। लेकिन महोदय ये भी कहना उचित होगा कि महिलाओं का आर्थिक सशक्तिकरण मात्र मेरे मंत्रालय तक सीमित नहीं है। आपकी अनुमति से मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि आज उत्तर प्रदेश के संदर्भ में जो जगदम्बिका पाल जी ने प्रश्न किया, आपकी जो कमिटी फंक्शनल होनी चाहिए वो हर एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट में फंक्शनल है। लेकिन भारत सरकार ने अब तक जनधन योजना के माध्यम से राष्ट्र के इतिहास में पहली बार 22 करोड़ 80 लाख महिलाओं का बैंक का खाता खोला। आर्थिक सशक्तिकरण की दृष्टि से वो एक बहुत बड़ी ऐतिहासिक पहल रही। स्टैंड अप इंडिया में जिसमें 1 करोड़ तक का लोन मिलता है, उसमें भारत सरकार ने जब विशेष महिलाओं को लोन देने की बात की तो 81% लोन स्टैंड अप इंडिया में महिलाओं को गए। मुद्रा योजना का एक ऐतिहासिक जो निर्णय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने लिया, उसके माध्यम से देश में 17 करोड़ 60 लाख बहनों को मुद्रा योजना का लाभ मिला। और जैसा कि मैं पहले भी कह चुकी हूँ, 66 लाख सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप को 20 लाख रुपए तक का कोलैटरल फ्री लोन देने का काम मोदी सरकार ने किया। और
So that is Smriti Irani, Women and Child Development Minister, speaking amid sloganeering by the opposition members of Parliament. Rahul Srivastava, our National Affairs Editor, also joins us. Just to give a background to our viewers, that this is the minister introducing a new umbrella scheme adding to the Mission Shakti Kendra. This is for overall safety, empowerment, security of women, specifically in rural areas. And that is what she is referring to, perhaps as like a one-stop center. Remember, there are different schemes of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, there's Sakhi Nivas, different aspects of the government schemes are running. And it appears that that is what the minister is referring to. But of course, you can hear in the background the commotion by the MPs. Rahul, I could also see for barely a few seconds some posters being flashed by the opposition members. We want to just listen into what the minister, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister here is saying. Let's just listen into him.
So many other important people-related issues. जनता को जो संबंधित विषय है, वो चर्चा करने के लिए जो बीएससी में तैयार होता है, उसके लिए भारत सरकार तैयार है। और बिल भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बिल है। सरकार भी ये नहीं चाहते कि बिना चर्चा वो पारित हो जाए। सरकार का मत बहुत स्पष्ट है। We don't want to pass a bill without discussion. And there are, as I have already told, there are so many issues which are directly related to the poor people of India. Let them raise the issue. Let them suggest. Government is ready for discussion. But most unfortunately, they are not allowing the parliament to run, and the question hour is the right of the members. All more than 350 members want the question hour. Despite of that, behaving like this, it is most unfortunate. I once again appeal, whatever is decided in the first BSc, and under your leadership and your guidance, whatever you suggest, government is ready for the discussion, and IT Minister has given detailed statement. This is a totally non-issue, non-serious issue also. Kindly allow the House to function. Question number 162.
Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi referring to the commotion by the opposition members, saying there are many bills that are of value to the public that need to be discussed, to be passed. Without a discussion, it shouldn't be passed, but this is a non-issue. non-issue, referring to the Pegasus demand of discussion by the opposition, and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi stating that's a non-issue. They are disrupting the House. Many bills deserve a discussion. We are willing to go for discussion on other issues, not this time.
Whether there are ongoing trials of scientific studies regarding the safety of Ayush 64 in cases of pregnant or lactating women, if so, details thereof. Whether the government has plans to introduce and promote Ayush 64 internationally through platforms.
माननीय सदस्य गिरीश जी, नो, गलत, ऐसा नहीं कर।
Platforms such as BRICS, cooperation in traditional medicines, if so, details thereof. Thank you.
Speaker, sir. Honorable members, as whatever question he has raised in his reply, I'd like to let him know that all being taken into the scientific studies and research, now this is confirmed that Ayush 64 is one of the most important medicine which can protect human life, and even during the COVID-19 pandemic, whatever experiment has been already conducted, it has been proved that it is beneficial for the human health. Thank you. Shri Belana Chandrasekhar.
Honorable Speaker, sir, thank you very much. This is my supplementary question. Whether it is fact that the usage of I-64 formulation has shown a early recovery, shortened duration of hospital stay, etc. If so, the details thereof. Whether it is fact that there are still bottlenecks, production and distribution of ice.
Srivastava, National Affairs Editor, is still live with me. Rahul, I can see that there are some important mentions being made about maternity health there, important bills up for discussion. But I can hear also down in the background. I could for a few seconds see some posters being flashed by the opposition netas. What precisely is the issue here? What does the opposition want? Because this disruption, Rahul, doesn't it impact some important bills as well?
This particular Ayush 64, whoever has consumed it.
See, Pooja, the opposition realizes that the government is reluctant to discuss the Pegasus issue. Now, if you heard the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, it's very clear that there is a breakdown between the government and the opposition. And when he says that manufactured issues, it's clear that the government does not want to speak or discuss the issue beyond the statement by the mighty minister. Now, in that scenario, the opposition realizes that this is one opportunity to perhaps repeat what happened in 2010 winter session, when the opposition was demanding a JPC on the telecom allocation issue. The government was reluctant. The entire winter session was washed out, and then eventually the government gave in to a JPC. The government realizes that it has numbers in Lok Sabha to pass the bills, even if there is din, because the issue is that the numbers are staggering. And that is why what one sees that the opposition resorting to protest, bringing banners which are actually in parliamentary proceedings a no-no, and going on in parliament definitely not doing justice. Why I say that?
Yes.
Two very critical elements of parliamentary functioning are the special mentions and the question hour. Now, hours have been lost as far as these two elements are concerned. Special mentions, the 0 hour is very critical, Pooja, primarily because in that period, ordinary elements of the Aam Aadmi are raised inside the houses. And that is exactly not being done now.
All right, Rahul, thank you so much for now, but I'll come back to you shortly because there's a lot of updates that are coming in from the parliament and the political face-off. Some breaking news coming in. Let's take a look at that.